We're not on, right?
Yes, we are.
This whole time?
Why is this happening? Why? Why does this happen on the Marrio Esco live show?
Now? Still no?
You got.
Still?
You got.
Oh, there we go.
You
we're on.
You plugged in?
I'm in.
All right.
I'm
We're
in the
plugged
Matrix. I'm in the Matrix. Yep.
Okay, hold on. How does this go normally?
This is just the intro.
This is just. Man, we were mute for a minute there, man. How do we do that? Did we fix that or no?
Unmuted.
Okay. No, I mean.
Are you going to enjoy this show today? Is this something that is going to tantalize your mind? Welcome to the Marrio Esco Live.
Thank you, bro.
Battle to the death, fighting till I take my last breath, till there's nothing left, till this flesh, till this past tense. Got up on the fence, henceforth this and text. I was lost, now a friend, now a force with the pen for the Lord.
Lord.
You know?
Who else would it be? What up, people?
Emphatically,
What's going on?
Lord. That's who.
What? Of course. It'll be the Lord. What up, people?
I just got done watching The Matrix on Netflix. Enjoy to part
Welcome, mi gente, to the Marrio Esco live show. I am your host, Marrio Esco himself. That's nasty, right?
All of it is.
I am he.
I am the man.
No.
I am the man with the master plan.
I am Marrio Esco, and alongside me is my good friend, co-host, Gil Vargas.
With it. Ram, pam, pam, pim, pam.
And on my left, your right, she is not here at this very moment, but my co-host, my better half, my beautiful wife, Samy Esco.
Samari, wonde tu estás?
It's a level up for us. Shout out to our listeners.
Greetings from Dublin.
YouTube
good
was
to have you,
good. Facebook was good. Benjamin in the building already.
Yep.
Shout out to all our faithful listeners. Facebook, what up? Twitch, what up? Podcasters, Spotify, Apple, Google, Podbean. What's good, everybody? We love you.
Yo.
Let me get these up a little higher. We need the energy right. Yes. Yes.
That's nasty.
Yes.
That's very
Be
exciting
sure to check out.
for that.
Yes. Be sure to check out d2lproductions.com. We got merch available there. Because that's the game nowadays, right?
Yeah, man. We gotta make that money.
Is that it? Is that the game nowadays? We got our merch there.
I work hard for the money. I make merch for the money.
I thank you guys who's been, purchasing the gear and whatnot.
No, we appreciate
It's a
you,
blessing.
man.
Thank you guys. We got music available there. We're working on some new stuff. For real. It's in the works, guys. There's a few things in the works right now simultaneously.
Can you help?
At this moment. Baby, what happened? Adonde?
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 Do you need help?
Here. You okay? All right. Thank you. She got it. She got it. She got it.
She got it bad.
Cool. What up? Where was I at? Subscribe to the YouTube.
Do you?
Hit the hotline 774-243-0385. 774-243-0385. Leave a message, prayer request. Check out Me Live Pics. By the way, shout out to me.
Shout out to me.
I updated the Me Live.
Wow. Shout out to me.
So
That
go
works.
check out Me Live Pics.
That's nasty, but we'll keep going with that. Shout out to me, guys.
Shit.
Kudos to myself.
Hold up, man. Go, man.
Miss Cousy.
How is that yes and? That's like none of that is yes and. This is
Of course it was.
This is just get on them.
That was amazing.
That's just get on them.
Yeah.
There's a difference between yes and
Yes, and I'm gonna get on you.
yes and what? Check out share the show, leave a review of my podcasts.
Yeah, you.
Shout out to everybody else. Recap last episode 157. No idea.
Did we eventually get an idea?
Description, no clue. I don't even remember what tracks we played. I think we went on YouTube. I think we were
we played V Rose.
Oh, yes.
And
Vax that thing up?
No.
Can you imagine on the Mario?
One of our exclusive tracks for you guys.
Right, guys.
And it's exclusively on our playlist now. Vax that thing.
I updated the Me Live picks. Now I lost everybody on that.
And now he no longer has to take the vaccination after submitting that song into our playlist.
Who was it? It was somebody. It was something with a V.
It was something that Jay said was trash.
Is Jimmy in it? Jimmy, you here?
Jay was like, this song is trash.
Muchas gracias. ¿Qué pasa? Sorry, lads. I try to stay awake and watch, but I'm exhausted. Needed sleep. Yo, brother, it's a blessing that you even stay on to say hi.
For real.
Thank you so much, brother. You can always come back later. Go get your rest, bro. We love you, bro. Grace and peace. Man. Shout out to Ireland.
For real, man. I wish I could turn back time. I wish I could find a way. But yeah, unfortunately, man, it's just
wish I can. How's else?
I don't know if you want to hold them, but that's on you. I stopped there.
Oh, you're the one who holds the notes, bro. I'm the one who needs the auto-tune to help me hold the notes, man. I can't believe you. What's happening? Are we really switching places here? What's going on? Now you're going to start coming out with 16 bars and whatnot? Like,
because the next line is like, I will hold you, love you, love you the way I do. You really want me to sing the whole thing? That's awkward. We're singing this to Ben, remember? I'm not going to say, I want to hold him and love him the way he does. Like,
oh, yeah, you're right, Gil. You're right, bro. Okay.
Hey, finally.
All right.
We're here?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Goodness, bro. Why? That's kind of whack.
I don't understand. I don't get it.
That's whack, bro. I don't like that about you.
Oh! Man, and he said it with a clear conscience. Read that. With a clear conscience.
You know, I don't like that about you, bro.
I really don't like this about you.
So that was recap.
He said that's gonna haunt my dreams. I'm gonna wake up singing that. Yes.
Gil.
Good night.
Good night. Gil with his twisted stash. If I can hold you.
He's gonna be dead sleep like this, and he's gonna be like, he's gonna be like, if I can. He's gonna rise out of the bed. If I can find a way. Like, dang, Marrio Esco.
You know, see, that's why we need a keyboard on my side. I wish I knew how to play because I would be just waiting for. Yeah, see, I give people ideas. Imagine that podcast with that dude who could just play.
Yeah,
and then he just doesn't. He doesn't play the whole time.
Facts.
It's only when the jokes come in. This dude just plays a song. That's a fire podcast. I would watch that podcast.
Maybe that's the next step. We need to find a musician.
I need to learn how to play.
That's going to pay his dues and work for free.
Oh, here we go. Pay your dues. What does that mean? Work for no pay? Duh.
It's the only way to succeed in life.
You got it.
You got to work for years and not get paid.
That's how you work your way up. So when do I ever move up? When's the up part start?
When can I move into the out?
Your dues. Is there a due date to this, or what?
Just keep on trucking.
Yo, how long do people like that keep other people hostage with that line? Like, I feel like that's what your dues.
I feel like that's what the government is doing right now to all these businesses.
Don't worry about it, everyone.
They've been in business for years. I'm just trying to get open. Pay your dues.
Pay your dues. Look, things
would be better. So things would be your wages and be broker. Like, really?
The hopes high. Just like all these random, like, nice sayings that don't mean anything for the moment. This doesn't do nothing for me, bro.
Just lean on a friend.
Just keep swimming. Thanks, Dory. Like, Dory swims by. She's
turns into a game show. I'm trying to open my business, president. Would you like to call a friend? Want to phone a friend?
That's pretty much what we do. That's what we do, bro.
It's like, wait a minute. What does that have to do with anything?
Oh, man. Oh, that's good stuff, man. Just keep trucking along, bro.
Yeah, man. That's how it is. But it gets to a certain point where your skill is going to show.
It gets to a certain point. You know what happens when you get frustrated? That's the changeover. When you're like, I'm not doing this anymore. No. And then when you don't want it, there's like, oh, all these opportunities come. What? Why does it work that way?
I think it's because when you I think this is exactly what it is. I think that when you're in that pursuit, you're so involved into the pursuit that you forget about the quality and the message, the brand. Like you forget about those things. You get so lost, and that's when those opportunities come because you stop caring about other people's lanes. You focus on yours, and all of a sudden you look attractive. And that's because you stopped looking at that and you focused on your product or your niche or your show, whatever it is that you're doing. As soon as you let go of pleasing people and just focus on creating whatever it is that you're trying to create, it's amazing how somehow it just becomes this thing that everybody wants to be a part of. It's hilarious. It's hilarious how it's like, man, that'll never work.
I'm sorry, baby.
That'll never work, man. It'll never work because I'm here talking to you about how it'll never work. My bad. Can you hear now? ¿Te puedes?
¿Te puede?
¿Te puedes oír?
Yeah, no, I think you're right, bro. It's
I mean, honestly, I think that's a big part of it because now there's so much product out there that there's no quality.
I wanted to do gem. Did I do a gem?
Just throw it out there.
Did I do a gem?
I think you did.
Okay. Did I do one of these?
You did not. But now that your wife can hear and she's back on, she needs another introduction, and you can hit her with the
wifey's in the building.
Yeah.
We love you, baby girl.
I'm never gonna get sick of that.
Say hi. I'm sorry. Your mic is muted as well. What happened with that? All right, now say what's up.
You sure you want me here?
Mario's one of those chauvinists. He's like, here's a microphone, but it doesn't work.
Hello,
Are you kidding? Why? First of all, you're my wife. That's it. That's a weird question to ask me live on the show. Are you sure you want me here? Of course I do.
You invited her and you muted her mic.
I looked at her. I'm like, what are you doing here?
Just don't talk.
Exactly.
What are you doing here?
What do you even do?
This is the man cave. Get upstairs. No.
Wow. This is the women haters club.
What are you doing in my club? My clubhouse.
Do you know the secret password?
Don't tell me you had secret passwords, bro.
I didn't have a fort, bro.
I
didn't get.
You kind of did. You lived in a fort. It was the hood.
It was the hood, bro.
You were in the fort.
The secret password is don't get shot.
Don't get the secret. Don't get caught. You mean?
Don't get caught. It's all the ops.
It's all the ops.
Watch the ops. Don't get caught. And
First
don't get shot.
The ops is not the odds. Don't try to do that.
But you still almost got it, though. You almost took it. And that's not a yes and either, by the way. You're supposed to go with
it. Don't get caught and don't get shot. What is this? Like, is this creative tip? What are we doing here, man? I don't know if I'm supposed to be with gems or rebuking you right now.
I'm out of here.
Which one am I supposed to do? That doesn't sound like sound advice. When somebody comes to
when you're in the hood, that's literally the advice you give them.
Watch out for the ops.
Don't get caught and don't get shot.
That is not. Maybe that is sound advice. I don't know.
It is sound advice. If it's your first time in a hood,
hey, that's good enough advice for
and
me.
you don't know who's around you, that's the best 3 ots.
This is we're Christian,
and
bro.
then the last one, you ought to leave.
Every time you say "ot," I'm thinking "thou shalt ot." You know, "thou ot." I did "thou shall."
Yeah,
"Thou shalt ot."
But that's like a British accent version.
It's like a double. It's like a double entendre. What is
thou, thine.
You ever came across one of them Bibles?
Mario's the only dude in the background that's like, "How sweet thou art." How sweet thy art.
I'm not gonna front.
Is it not art?
Yo, I'm not gonna front. Reading those hymns sometimes is kind of crazy. Don't lie to me, bro.
I'm not.
Reading them hymns sometimes is kind of crazy,
you, like,
bro.
if you feel like you're an Englishman,
especially when they try to do the accent things, like they do the comma thing. And
what do you mean?
You never seen in the hymn they do a comma thing that they take out syllables. They straight up.
Oh yeah,
they'll take out a whole syllable.
Yeah, to fit the
words. You know what's messed up?
The words.
You know what's messed up? When we were rapping,
it's not even a real word.
When we were rapping, they'll be like, "Oh, how come you using that slang and trying to curve them words like that?" Dude, they do it in hymns. They curve the words in hymns, bro.
Some of it don't even make sense.
It's like alas. It's like last.
Lord, Ari time. I'm like, Ari time? That's not even a word.
And we accept it.
And we're like, Ari time.
We just do it.
What is Ari time? It's a godly thing.
Don't worry about it. It's like
it's in the Bible.
Don't argue with the hymns. All right.
It's in the King James. You wouldn't understand. Your level of understanding is just not at mine.
You haven't studied.
That sounds prideful.
You're like, oh, young grasshopper. Did you ever get hit with that at the church?
Yes.
Oh, young
they
grasshopper.
do the under breath laugh like you're a simpleton. Like, what is Ari? He said Ari. What is Ari?
Yo.
Pish posh.
Bro, I'm on the lower scale, man. They be hitting me with the verses, and I'm just like, what? You know, Timothy 2:16, and I'm like, can you?
Oh, and they just throw the most random scriptures.
Like, what kind of conversation are we having?
If you're a Christian that does that, you need to repent. Okay, don't be throwing. You can't be throwing scriptures gingerly over conversations.
You know,
like I went to the store the other day and I was hungry. Oh, sort of like Samuel's second. Huh? Sort of like what?
Sort of like Samuel 2nd, more like 1 Peter, and you're just sitting there like, what are you
going back and forth? Like, oh, then I had an epiphany, like Genesis. I'm like, why don't you just say what happened?
The entire conversation was made out of words from each chapter and
verse. The thing is, though, instead of having a conversation,
it was all in code.
I read the Bible and I'm like flipping, I'm trying to get the context of what they're talking about.
You're on
Sort of like in Samuel. Oh, Samuel.
The store is down the street. Why couldn't you just tell me that?
He only uses scriptures for the first word.
The store is down the street. You could have just...
Wow. If somebody ever talked to me like that...
They text you with the scriptures for you to figure it out. What is he trying to say?
Like, not everybody memorizes scriptures perfectly.
Oh, man,
so don't also be throwing them scriptures out there and then waiting for them to get the scripture. Like, like Timothy.
It's a test, bro. Is this a check? Is this to see where you at?
You know Timothy.
Where you at? Where you at?
Can you recite Timothy?
Like Timothy, I'll be thinking somebody in the church. Oh, you mean like Timothy Holmes or no?
Well, I love. You know what? I'll say this.
What do you mean?
I love that Christians do that. Like, because they kind of keep you on your toes. But let's keep it consistent. Let's go up to somebody and be like, like the Second Amendment. Can you recite the Second Amendment? Can you recite it? No. Oh, simpleton.
It's a fact, though. It's a fact.
Like the Constitution. Can you recite it? No,
yo, bro, but some of them actually be.
You don't know the Constitution.
Some of them
memory?
actually be putting them police officers to the test live on their phone, live streaming.
All facts.
And it's different when you're actually supposed to know this stuff.
Facts. But see, that's different.
And you're like,
that's different. I see that the same as if I went to my pastor and I grilled him on scriptures. He should know. So it's pretty bad when a random person off the street goes to a cop and goes, yeah, like file 736, law section 12. And the cop is like,
if I was a cop and I heard that, I'll be trying to fly up out of there as fast as possible.
I'll be like, that I can be here with my sneakers on and a tennis ball in my right hand. If you don't know your law, sir, like, how do you even know that law?
And the whole time they got the phone up all in the face.
Yeah.
They like this.
By
the way, say hi to the 5 million subscribers. Say hi. Say hi. Millions of people are watching right now.
6 million, actually. You really look as 3.
No, some of them really hit them numbers, bro.
Oh yeah. The ones that actually go and like really test cops and test people. That's what I'm saying.
They do an audit. They do what do they call a civilian audit or whatever
audit,
it is.
A law
and they go to like public
way too much time.
Places. And they challenge the security.
Yeah, they start
and
filming the police station.
I know they purposely try to egg them on.
Excuse me, you shouldn't be filming the police. Actually, in section 1238.45, it says I can film anywhere I want.
Bro, if you see someone coming in with their camera all over the place, it's like, they got something up their sleeve.
Anybody's gonna question that, and then they come up with you like, well, actually, I know the law, and I can do this. I can film you. Why would you?
Bro,
why would you want to?
They're obnoxious with it. They be zooming in. They be like, whatever they can see with their eye, they're able to
I can see your boogers in your nose. I zoomed in. Ha. What are you going to do?
Bro,
I know my law.
Some of them be legit focusing in on personal documents, bro. Because they say that for as far as their eye can see, that's your fault. If you allow me to see the paper, that's your fault. You got to change the office. And they'll put that on them, but they're sitting there like obnoxiously filming right in, zooming in on the papers, and like, you know, I don't know how I feel about it, man. For me, it's obnoxious.
So do we give a pass to the Christians that do that and go up to heretical pastors and like, actually, you're a heretic.
It's a cultural thing, man.
Pop out the tree. Hey, you're a heretic. Guess what? In 2 Samuel.
First of all, how did the dude know that the dude was gonna pass? That's some sick dude, bro. Hey, yo, K-Dub, if you in trees waiting for a heretic to come along, I rebuke you, bro.
No, he was more sophisticated than that. He did his zip line. He was like,
not be doing that. That's like them cops that chill in the woods with their speedometer and they're waiting like tucked up, have their car all hidden behind bushes.
You at 45 miles of heresy.
No, they come running out with it. What the heck is that? That's how you know I can't even say it. I'm not gonna say it.
Do you know how fast you were going with that heresy? Look.
It's a small town cop. I'll say that. How about that? It's a small town cop just coming out.
Yeah, that might actually be an ill skit where somebody just comes with a whistle blowing like
trying to pull you
heresy! Over. He's speaking heresy! Call the police!
Call the police, bro. First of all, that's the wrong people to call for a heretic. Call the cops.
That's what I'm saying. That's a skit. Call the police.
Call the cops.
He's speaking.
There's a heretic there. Can you imagine yelling that to a cop? This man is a heretic. I know it. I can prove it. I have the evidence against him.
He's walking while heretic. Get him.
He's heretic walking right now. Look at him. Look at the way he's walking. The dude is actually like doing that.
His sneakers are heretical. That's how bad he is.
The dude's actually doing the dance.
He's wearing Yeezys. So much heresy.
He's all flagged up. He's like really flagged up. Like, look at him. He's flaunting his heresy. It's just flaunting his flag, like just repping.
Wait, there's a heresy flag?
Oh man, there's a whole crew behind him. Like what? All right, my bad. Yeah, man. They actually look for them. Is that a topic?
No, we were just saying how people just pop up on people, like, and we were just talking about how different cultures do that, man. And I don't know. I think it's kind of weird. Either way, I even think paparazzis are weird. Like, just like celebrities are just like people. They're just normal people. And you got people popping out of trees, like, "What are you dumping in your trash?" What? The same thing as you. Garbage. What's wrong with you? Like, guess what? I saw Charlie Sheen throw out styrofoam. He doesn't care about the environment.
Yo, I love when those people have, like, in the hotels. I used to work in AV in the hotels, and they had this huge conference about saving the planet, recycling, and everything.
Wait, who?
This huge conference in this hotel,
and it's about saving
the planet, recycling everything. Right? They have about maybe 20 enormous barrels, trash barrels.
What?
And everybody, no recycling. Everybody got to throw all their dishes and stuff that they went and got coffee. Everyone got to throw everything, and all these 20 barrels are completely filled up to the top. And then,
this is a convention?
What was hilarious was at the end of the event, they realized, like, they were done. They were like, yeah, save the planet. Wow. And then everyone was getting ready to leave.
And what are you going to do with all that trash?
And then they're like, oh, shoot.
You got to get rid of this trash.
And they would look up at me because I'm the camera dude. So they would look up at me and look around, and I'm the only one looking.
Yeah. You should have been like,
hey, bro,
save the planet.
Bro, they just go like this. And they toss it in the trash. Things were filled to the top. I'm like, this is so crazy.
Yo,
right
that
now.
is so hypocrisy.
Oh man, sorry.
The hypocrisy.
You just reminded me of that event. Just watching and I'm literally the camera set up by 2 of the barrels in the aisle, so I'm watching everybody. I'm looking at I don't even know if I was filming or not, bro. I was just like, I can't wait to watch this. Look at save the planet. Yeah. I'm like, yo, let's go.
Captain
Come on now.
Planet.
Save the planet now. What you gonna do? They're like, they couldn't wait to get into the lobby to throw it in the recycle bin, bro. Like, just, you know what I'm saying?
You know,
they're
not
like,
every
I
single
ain't carrying this thing.
I am not.
Forget saving the planet.
Saving the planet. I'm saving my legs. I ain't walking all that with this trash.
Whew, man.
How was your week, bro?
After that, bro, I just started thinking of like being a good sport. Like being a good sport.
after going to a Save Your Planet convention.
Yo, because you know what? It's actually a dope topic because as a Christian, you're to be a good steward of the earth, right?
Facts.
Not supposed to be throwing your trash where you're not supposed to be one of them dudes rolling down the window and throwing your trash out the window.
No, that's a fact.
Look at Kill's looking at me like I did that just today. Why are you giving me that face? Don't. Like you just tossed a full Dunkin' Donuts cup off.
I'm not allowed to do that because if I get a fine and that goes on my driving record,
facts.
I drive for a living.
Facts.
So that would be like whoosh, super bad. And then if they see what I did, like, oh, you threw something out the window. You know how dangerous that is? And the company's like super like safety, like safety. Just make sure you are safe.
That's what they need. They need to hire the robots, bro.
They should, man.
Just have them running around. Like
can't be any safer than that.
Go ahead.
Like what?
I was gonna say like Sylvester Stallone, the movie with Wesley Snipes, when every time he cusses like John Spartan.
Yeah.
And it gives you a ticket. It gives you a ticket like all the time. John Spartan, just for swearing, bro. Like just cussing, you get a ticket.
Yo, he wanted that toilet paper. He's like, you know what, you stupid.
Yes. He's like, I want to do the old fashioned
mad swear. They're all like, oh my goodness.
Oh man.
It's like, he doesn't know how to use the seashells. I still to this day want to know how the seashells. They never explained that to me in Demolition Man.
In all this time,
how do the seashells work?
How do they work?
Okay, they need to have a reunion just for that part. How do seashells work, man?
I wonder if that's like a question in that niche, in that genre of people that.
It was probably an inside joke with the director. Like, guys, what if we eliminate toilet paper and just have these 3 shelves? Everybody's gonna be like, what? And we'll never tell them how to use it ever. So now, to this day, what, 40 years later?
Do you remember what year? Do you remember what year that was supposed to be in?
The Demolition Man?
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to
because I always find it interesting when they.
Oh, when they say a year and then we're way past it.
Yeah, and you're like, bro, we don't got no flying cars.
I remember one of them being 2021. One of the future movies was like 2020.
It was like flying cars.
Oh, yeah, of course. I think it was probably like one of the Terminator movies, actually.
Really?
One of the Terminator movies was like 2020. We're like, damn, it's going to be like that? We still here. We ain't got a flying plane. Nothing flies except planes. The same thing that flew in the Terminator. Still don't fly today.
Actually, the only thing is less people outdoors. Well, not anymore. I don't know. Where's it at right now? Things still open or not?
Well, certain places, not everywhere.
Like, is it?
I know in New England,
are things closing back up?
We're fully open in New England. I know that. Everywhere else, I'm not sure. I know New York is still locked down. I know Cali is still locked down. You can't do nothing in Cali.
New York is locked down? I just came from New York. It didn't seem locked down to me.
Did you go to like big events? Like,
bro, I was in Manhattan.
And? It's a city.
I was
they ain't gonna
in
stop
Times
you from
Square.
going in. That's what I'm saying. Was there big gatherings? Like,
bro, it was like New York, bro. Like New York City. I'm like, corrected. Oh my goodness, man. Look at this. Everybody's out.
New York was still locked down.
Bro, everybody's out. Everybody's out.
Or they're still locked down and New Yorkers are like, you know what? Forget this. Go ahead and stop me.
There was this.
We like cockroaches out here.
Yo, everybody was hustling. There were purses. There were like 3 purse people sellers on like every block.
The street
there was like shoes. Man. There was clothes. There was everybody was hustling. There was candy bars being sold. There was food trucks. Dude. Everybody in New York is a hustler. Everybody is hustling, man.
Oh, wait. Demolition Man took place in 2032.
2032. Okay.
So we still got some years until we catch up to that one.
Okay.
That's a long time from now.
It's still not too far.
Good 10 years. Yeah, 12 years.
It's not too far. We'll be alive for it. So, Lord willing.
And hopefully still doing the show and be like, guess what, guys?
We're here.
We got the Demolition Man here.
Cars, man. Like,
still no.
We're still in this basement.
I actually hope we remember.
Look at
You almost made me.
Lord, you almost got hit with a microphone.
A chancleta.
Yeah, that would have Just the microphone on his lap. And all you hear is the steps going upstairs. I'm out of here. I quit the show.
Like, how many people were leaving with her? It's like the whole show left. How many people were with her? Goodness. You had a whole team.
It's like, dang,
there goes my marketer. There goes my camera guy. Yeah. There goes my sound guy. It's like all pieces of me.
It's all pieces.
We're going with her.
My arm goes.
My arm goes.
My head goes last.
My head is the last one. Like, come on, guys.
So who the heck is staying
the
for the
show? Must go on.
Wait a minute. You end up leaving the show in pieces. Why? Your leg goes, everything goes in pieces when you could have just got up and walked the heck off.
Must go on.
It's like, there goes my editor. There goes my producer. Like, wait a minute. Well, how is just one hand the producer? There goes my social media. So it's your leg.
What is?
It's like your leg took care of social media? That's weird.
Different parts of the body, but all part of the body.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Different functions. Look at him trying to be all philosophical. It's a falafel thing, okay?
It's a Philosoraptor. Where did that come from? I don't know.
That's one of his jobs.
It's just
apparently
in the middle of a Philosoraptor as well. In the middle of a conversation, it's a Philosoraptor. What? Where?
No, you can only imagine. You can only imagine
Philosoraptor right there.
Reading Mario's resume. Wow, you're a producer, rapper, actor, Philosoraptor. Wow.
Actually, it's a philosophical rapper. Oh, oops. Sorry.
I'm just not woke.
It's a misspelling, sir. It says Philosoraptor.
I guess I'm just not woke enough.
Oh, Philosoraptor.
He's a Philosoraptor.
That's spell check.
Rapper.
Imagine
genius.
Imagine that on your bio. You it's like spell check. It says Philosoraptor. Philosoraptor.
That is the name of the show.
Christian
Philosoraptor.
Philosoraptor.
It's a philosophical raptor. You're gonna put a raptor with a student hat on it.
From Massachusetts. He's a
philosophical raptor.
A real raptor comes out like with a mic. All right, let's try. He has the hip hop hands already. Yeah. No, let me.
Wait a minute. They only have like 2 finger claws, and he said they're doing gangster signs. It's a twisty. That's it. That's all they can do. Is this, guys?
They already got it locked down.
Somehow he got the West Coast single.
Man. They're like, yo, man.
Somehow the Velociraptors are like West Coast. Wait, guys. If we put it together, West Coast, guys, let's put them together.
All right, we're gonna jump into our featured track. This is Hyper Fenton and Moflo music, Faithful. Here we go.
Moflo music.
All of my life, all that I want is all that you want. My life, all that I want is all that you want on me. In all of my life, I'll have all I want, and you can have all of me. Gotta know you're faithful, gotta lay it on the table. Lord, I know you bled for me, resurrected from the dead for me. Gotta know you're faithful, you're the only one who's able to look at me all right now, when all I do is let you down.
Yo, I think I had that muted for a little bit, so I'm gonna respect that, and we're gonna play that one more time, but not right now. Toward the end, we'll probably play that again, because that I think that song is fire.
That song is crazy.
That's Faithful, Hyper Fenton. I'm not sure. I don't know much about Homeboy.
I wasn't expecting this person to.
I reached out to him. I reached out to him
without being mean.
I reached out to him one time to get him on the show, but you know, he's doing it. He seems to be focused on what he's doing.
That's dope.
Plus, he I seen some pictures of him performing and stuff, and
what's crazy
is
he
crowd,
looks
like the dudes out there.
He looks like the guy that would fix my car,
and he owns it, bro.
Like he's the guy that you go to and he'll be like, yeah, it's easy. Your exhaust is a little bit messed up. You need a little bit of soldering. You need a new filter. And I end up saying like,
that's
that,
bad.
bro, I came here for my wipers.
Is that
where's this
what's
list
the word
coming
for
from?
it? Are you being like stereotyping him or something? Like,
no, I'm just saying he looks like the guy.
This dude looks like one of these guys.
He does though. When I hear that song, I don't see that guy.
Right.
Sorry.
Right.
I don't see that guy. That's the guy that rolls underneath my car and goes, I'm going to be a few more minutes.
Yo, you come into the garage, you hear that song blasting, you're like, oh, you think it's coming from the radio in the car?
And it's him.
And he comes out. My love, diamonds are my faithful. Oh, what's up, man? Almost done with your car, sir. I just
can you stop getting jiggy with it and fix my car? That track is fire, by the way.
And also, where did you get the instrumental from? Where is that playing?
Where is that even playing from? The fact that you had time to make the beat while you were making my car.
You see the producer come out on the other side. Oh, it's over here. Like the producer's under there.
It's not even a beat. It's him playing on the parts of my car.
What are you guys doing under there? You look under, there's a microphone. There's a recorder.
This dude is fixing my car and creating a track.
And he's making a track under the car.
And then he looks at me and goes, you gotta grind, bro.
Yo, it's a whole vocal booth under the car. That's crazy.
Yo, if you got that level of grind,
doing an oil change.
I respect you.
And I just want to be faithful. Woo, woo, the oil coming down.
Woo. First of all, woo, woo. That's gross. Woo, woo. I just want to be faithful. Woo, woo. That's that right there. I don't know if he should be disrespected by the mimicking of his track. That's not even faithful. I just want to be faithful. Whoa, whoa. That's not even being faithful at that point. That's unfaithful to your talent. By going, whoa, whoa. Dude, at least, whoa, woo, woo. I put a little emphasis behind it.
Shoot. Christian.
It's the most laziest woo I ever heard. Whoa, whoa.
Philosoraptor.
Yeah, man. No, but for real, that track was fire, man.
Raptor.
So he disrespected you by muting you and saying you sound like a woo.
First of all, you're the one who
I said he looked like my mechanic.
He looked like my.
That's not disrespectful. That's saying he looks like a different profession other than the one he currently has.
Oh, I love it. Okay. Hey, it's the Vargas way, man. What can I do?
That's not a Vargas way.
What can I do? When you got your lawyer,
every person
when you got your lawyer suit on, I fold. You got it. No doubt, Gil. You won there. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Woo woo. Let me woo woo myself out of this conversation. You done won that one.
Well, you don't have to woo me.
Woo woo. I just walk out. Like it's all good. I'm out.
You woo this.
You wooed me with that song. All right. No. Dope sound. Fire. I know what you mean. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, I'm making an appointment with him. He's gonna fix my car next.
He's gonna.
After this track.
Where do you come up with those bangers? Every time I'm changing oil, I don't know when I'm changing the oil.
It's the weirdest thing.
Some reason
something about that oil cascading out of the car.
When I
super inspirational.
I get inspired when I do an oil change to make the most fire tracks. Dope sound, man. Love it. And I love how he also owns that look as well. The dude has fun with it. He you see him in that pic with the thick mustache.
The Ron Burgundy mash.
Yeah,
you got the Ron Burgundy stash, bro.
Super dope, man.
Like milk was a bad choice.
You know what else I think is dope? How he's harnessing that sound.
Yeah.
Like, where is that inspiration coming from? I would love to be like, yo, where's that inspiration
I think it's coming from the stash,
bro?
Because it's like bounce, shik,
oh, wow. You would know. You got the curly stash, so you know.
I do got the curly.
Has it changed?
But my joint is about not allowing people to pass go.
Okay.
Or collect
$200. Is that the business stash?
You know what I'm saying? Yes.
That's the business stash.
It's business. It's almost like the mullet.
So are you gonna rock that? Like, let's say you go to a concert.
Oh yeah, honestly, I would love to rock it all the time. It's just, it's a lot of maintenance.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's
like getting that curl to just stay there. You know what I'm saying?
Do you have to hairspray it?
No, but somebody actually gave me that tip. They were like, got to be got to be glue or whatever. You can get it like at Walmart. It's called got to be, but it's called hair glue. And they said if you take a little bit of that and put it on, it stays like
perfect,
dumb hard. Like you could flick it and it just goes.
Oh my goodness!
I'll be like Chip and Dale's. I'll be like Chip and Dale's when he smelled the cheese. He's like cheese. Cheese.
Oh,
like,
that's hilarious.
do I smell cheese? And that's all I do is just bing, goes up and I leave out.
It would be even better if it actually did twist up like that, like automatically. Like you had a little button you could push on. But like whenever you felt like doing it,
all I gotta do is just take a piece of cheese. But wait a minute, baby. Are you taking out the cheese?
That would be nasty. Thank God that he didn't allow us to be able to move our beard and our mustaches. Right. That would be nasty if I see you scratching your nose with your mustache. Bro, I would be like, dude, stop. Stop moving your mustache.
No, I'm not gonna lie though. When it's twisted, I could kind of scratch my nose with it. I could be like,
no, don't do it. Don't do it.
It does. If I go like this.
No, don't do it, bro.
It can kind of like scratch my nose. You know when it's like when it got the curl like right here. I'll be like,
wow,
kind of feels good.
My goodness.
That's sophisticated.
You rock that to church too?
Oh yeah, everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what do they say at church?
They love
Are they looking at you like, what is this weirdo doing?
The pastor, every single time he comes up,
he presses just like, it. Does he caress it?
No. He goes, every single time. He goes, man,
that's a heavy stash you have there.
That beard is so impressive.
Bro, this dude is not even like commending your spiritual walk. this dude.
I'm like, first of all, I could earn my salvation. All I gotta do is do what I want. And he's like, man, that is such an impressive.
That stash is so impressive.
That thing is impressive.
Are you coming next week? We would love to have you. He's just like straight up.
Are you coming next week? I'd love to see that beard again.
We have Bible studies on Tuesdays.
Me. That's awesome.
We could move them to Wednesdays. Come and hear the word of God. Does Wednesdays work for you?
Wednesdays, right? Just make sure you bring that beard with you.
We could do it again on Thursday. I don't know. Whatever works for you.
As long as that beard's there.
As long as that stash is there, you're in. They talk about the show No Partiality.
Why?
They're like, oh, come here, Gil. Look at that
the beard's so important to the pastor?
You see his stash? Sit him up in the front row.
Man.
I was gonna say that.
You can see the sanctification just radiating out of that stash. Is that what holds it up?
You know
it's
what?
Your sanctification.
But you know what's mad funny about what you just said? What? Is that there's people that would judge on the opposite side of that.
What do you mean?
You come in all tatted up with all weird mohawk or whatever, all different colored hair, whatever. You come in looking crazy. They think the opposite of that. Oh, that dude needs Jesus.
Yeah, they definitely won't be like, man, them tattoos are impressive.
Sit in the front row, sir. They'll be like,
oh, I see you have scripture on your arm.
Is that a broken person? No. Get him out of here. No.
You might actually be whole. Do you see those tattoos?
But that stash...
That stash gotta go. Imagine it was reversed. Like all things proper. Everybody comes in with the suit.
But is that proper? What style mustache. Is that? What style is that?
I'm not even sure. You know what? I'm gonna look that up. What
the
is
stash is like
what is
that like 60s or something? I don't know.
The curled
what is the curl stash? I think you told us last episode. Didn't you tell us like where it came from? You knew like the history and everything, like where it came from? Oh man.
Let's see. The history of mustaches.
As a barber, would you be doing those types of?
Now that I have it, yeah, I would actually like.
No, but do barbers?
The thing is, I always loved beards.
Barbers expected to be able to do stuff like that?
I say yes. And the reason why it's different is because it depends on where you cut hair. So if you cut hair in the inner city, like not a lot of black people like to have blades on their skin because they break out easily. So a lot of times when I was cutting black folks, they were like, nope, don't touch me with no razor. Wow. Just cut this, and that's it.
So
don't use the razor on my neck. Don't use the razor.
You just use the machine,
yeah, just trimmers.
Even the beard and everything?
Yep, everything was with trimmers.
Really?
So it was different. So it depends on where you're from. So you may be in an area where there's not a lot of beards. You know, like Brent, he told me, he's like, he doesn't encounter a ton of beards in the area where he's at. He doesn't get a lot.
Interesting.
He gets like maybe 1, maybe 2. So a person like that works with him, he probably won't even work on that skill because he has nobody to practice on. So no beards. You know. So for me, I loved beards. I love to.
Would you also say they need to be able to know how to braid?
Again, based on area. If you're in the city, like in the inner city, they love that. That's braids. Whether you're a guy or a girl, everybody's getting braids. Sex does not matter. Kids, you know, or if you're in a more, you know, urban, I mean, more like countryside, ain't nobody getting braids up there. So
that would be funny.
It's not really a business you're gonna get.
Hilarious. You see,
for an example,
getting
in our area, for an example, I'll give you a good area, Boston, like where Fenway Park is. There's high-end salons over there. I guarantee you go into one of them high-end salons and be like, "Yo, I'm trying to get braids."
Can you give me a?
They're all gonna be like, everybody's gonna be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? The other night,
they're gonna be like,
the whole salon is gonna be like,
who got him?
Did he just say he want braids? Does he not know where he's at? But
you can't turn him down, right?
You can't turn him down. I mean, you could get braids. I'm sure they know how to braid.
It's gonna be, but they do a French braid.
Some Allen Iverson braids.
They do some
like
crazy.
Tight braids to your scalp. I don't know. I don't know. I may be stereotyping. I'm sure there's some like, you know, high end, you know, hairdressers that might be like, building, don't discriminate. I know how to do that. But hey, you probably learned from somebody who was not from the upscale. I guarantee it. I ain't never seen it. I don't know. I ain't never seen it. You've been to the barbershop?
You braid? You know how to braid?
I do not. And that's because I never had to.
That's one experience we didn't have, man. You never.
I never had a
braided my hair, bro.
I never braided your hair.
I know what I'm saying.
Oh, I was about to say.
You don't make me breakfast. You don't. No.
Hey, man. I ain't forgetting.
You never braid my hair,
it was for Father's Day. I'll say, I don't care. I own mine. It was Father's Day.
No, don't do it.
And I was like, I'm going to go to my man's. I'm going to make breakfast for the family, first of all. Don't make it weird. Like I came over and said, "You stay in bed, baby. I'm gonna make you breakfast."
You remember when?
Don't make it nasty.
You never braid my hair, bro.
How was it like having a mustache, the chin with the beads at the end?
Oh, that was nasty, bro.
How was that? Hey, you had the beads in the back too. You nasty sumo wrestler.
I was a nasty.
You was a nasty Spanish sumo wrestler.
Goodness, man. Bro, I had the libret.
This dude, you know the thing?
I had the industrial.
You know the Karate Kid drum?
Piercing.
You know the Karate Kid drum? It had the bead in the front, bead in the back. And you go like this.
I had the weird.
Mario could have did it if he went like this.
Yeah.
Because he had beads in the front and he had beads in it. He could be like.
It was one of those. One of those things from
you would be like, wait a minute,
Karate Kid.
Let me help you.
Kid. Wow. Yeah, that's so
Yo, Mario had beads in the front and beads in the back, son. That was nasty.
Just slapping my face, I guess. Just
every time he looked to his right, if somebody called him fast, like, yo, Mario, damn it.
You just... That was my weapon. I was like,
I need to look slower.
I was like, where do you want to mess with me? Throwing little stones from it.
Mario gave directions like, hey, which way do I go? That way.
I was rapping with it. Yo, if I didn't want it to... No.
Yo, his finger was doing the motion.
I don't want it to did it.
He said, my name is Esco.
Esco. My name is Esco. The Presco. The
Presco. I cook with Crisco. Like, yo, first of all, your beard is nasty. It's doing hand signals to me, bro.
Yeah, you don't want to see it with three. You don't want to see it with three twisties.
That's when Mario's done battling. His beard goes. Bring it.
I even say I'm like this. Like, yo, he's done.
Like, wait a minute. Did this beard cut you off?
Is this beard dissing you?
No, his beard got more bars in you. He got beaded bars.
Yo, speaking of bars, man. I know you're not. Are you up? You're not up to date with what's going on in hip hop, are you?
In what sense? Like secular hip hop? Nah, not at all.
Okay, so there's this going on. Lupe Fiasco against Royce, and what's his name? What's his name jumped in? I know Jimmy knows. Mike. What's his name? Somebody jumped in. I went to go check out the diss tracks, bro. brought me back to the time where there was like mixtapes like that boom bap. You know what I'm saying? East Coast raw. That time when people were just getting at each other with straight bars. Here go Jimmy. I know. Mickey killed Royce. There we go. Go. Bro, Ethan Royce. Here we go. See? All right, the hip hop heads. I knew I was gonna get them. Hip hop heads. Okay. So they're going at it, and they gonna kill me. They gonna kill me. This is a Marrio Esco live show, bro. All right.
Is this on YouTube? Because I don't see none of those comments.
So I heard it, right? And it legit brought me back to that time. Mixtape era, boom bap, New York, Source magazine. Like it legit brought me back to that time. There was no intentional switch up with their rhyme scheme and nothing. It was straight diss tracks. Straight bar, boom. Okay. Bar, punchline. Bar, punchline. Just classic hip hop, boom bap, diss tracks. Right? And I was trying to get like invested in it, bro. I was so trying, like, and I'm hearing.
You didn't like it?
Bro, my bad, y'all. Like,
what happened? I'm confused.
My bad, y'all. I love you, man. I want to be like the guy that wants to rock with y'all and like be with it. And I'm listening to these bars and I'm like, is it just me? Y'all? Like, am I tripping? I'm like, it ain't really too crazy, man.
Okay. Like you saying, like their bars weren't impressive?
Like it wasn't. Yeah. It didn't grab me like it used to. It didn't. I don't know. Maybe
Did you like check your hip hop temperature and look at another battle to see if maybe it was a different battle or maybe just that specific battle?
You know what
good?
It is? Maybe it's just this. Maybe because Jimmy, who else is in here?
Because people might be looking at you like you about to lose your hip hop rap card.
That's what I'm saying.
Because how you a rapper? Don't like battle rap.
I think some way I done split to a different avenue, bro.
And which one's that?
More. I don't know how to say it, bro. Artistic.
Are you kind of
music like
vibing with Prince, where you're now no longer the artist, but you're the symbol?
Yo, hip hop has many different layers to it, bro. Like breakdancing, b-boying. That's hip hop. Like we done forgot about b-boying. Like we done wrote them off. Like they don't even belong to this culture. But Crazy Legs, Steady Chaos Crew, like these cats, bro. Like there was Wave. Like what's his name, Mr. Wave. Like there were dudes out here who were getting recognized. These dancers. Because they were from the streets, bro. Hip hop was from the streets.
But see, that's the difference.
Hip hop was rappers, was the DJs, the record players, was the community came together, and what they do with the music. The hip hop heads, what they did was they how do I vibe with this atmosphere? What do I do with this atmosphere? Because it's a positive vibe, man. Because hip hop wasn't birthed in the beginning to be no street thing. It was about street stuff because that's where they came from. It was about bringing the community together and gave something for the youth to do. So this is what they were doing. Yo, get that record player, get that speaker. Yo, we're gonna have somebody just talking to Mike, and we're gonna be here in the basketball court, just chilling. Somebody grilling, somebody doing stuff. They're grilling, they're feeding, and now you got the dancers. Like, what do we do? Like, what are we gonna do? We can't be hood with it and beef with each other. What do we do? They learn how to break dance and have battles with each other's crews, and they come together and they'll have straight break dance battles. They will be over there. The DJs will be over here. The hip hop kids will be over here. Graffiti artists were known over here. Bro, it was a different time. It was a different time. Hip hop then was a different time.
And I think James is saying what happened. He's saying like some bars may have gone over your head because they are referencing some things said in IG Live.
Okay.
So that's the streets. The streets were where you got
who are
the
paying
information.
The people who are invested.
Yeah, the people who are following them.
So you're picking up on the cues that I'm not picking up on those.
Exactly. But it's just no different from when they were rapping in the streets.
That makes sense.
If you were from that hood, you understood
that's
those
what I mean.
innuendos. You were like, I know that because I'm from that hood. I'm from that street. Hip
hop done exploded into every type of culture that I was thinking this morning. I was like, yo, we're so arrogant. Us Americans are super arrogant. You know why? How do we know that the illest rapper speaks English.
That's true.
How can we verify that the illest spitter is an English-speaking rapper? How do we know that? How do we know that God himself knows? God himself knows who the illest spitter. Like God is the one who he knows how to rank them. He knows how to rank them all. And it's like this one rapper
in Russia.
Exactly. It's like this one rapper in this completely
stupid
area that we're not even looking at. We're not even concerned with that. And there's this, the illest spitter is actually there. We're so arrogant that we're trying. The illest rapper is always an American English speaking rapper. It's never we don't consider nobody else.
Why don't we have a rap Olympics? You get your rapper from your country and you come down and we'll have a translator. And the translator's got to act mad gangster with every bar. Can you imagine seeing a sign language person doing a rap bar? Like, I'm like, wait a minute, that's not even sign language. He's just crumping.
Hold up.
He's just crumping.
Yo, you got to pause on that. Yo, hold up. For everybody. Yo, we love everybody. We pray for everybody.
Honestly, I'm sorry.
This dude Gil.
I'm sorry. I've seen.
You're supposed to be on point. You're the on point guy.
I'm going to tell you right now. I've seen sign language people.
What was that?
I've seen people doing sign language, doing for like political stuff. And when people get mad and they say something real mean, they're like,
yeah.
So now imagine it's a rap.
Time out. Those sign language people that be doing the politician things, bro, they be going
fast
in. They be sweating.
Fast.
They better get paid top dollar.
And that's what I'm saying. And if the person is mad and they're like, bro, we need to get to the bottom of this vaccine.
I feel like
you see the sign language person is like,
I feel like referees are taking notes. Like referees are like, oh my goodness.
I'm like, that dude doing sign language is tight. He's mad, bro.
Referees are like, wow, they really know.
Just as mad as that guy.
They really know how to use their hands.
Sign language, you would be throwing the set. I'm telling you, bro.
Oh man.
I think that would be ill. We have a rap Olympics.
It makes sense, bro. So it was over my head because so I did split. There you go. There you have it. Yep. So you guys are probably battle rap fans, which you know what's crazy is that I actually enjoy battle rap, but
the landscape has changed now because now you have these people beefing.
I think that's the first time I burped in the mic. What episode is this? Let's mark it.
Yo, you have these people beefing on like.
This is like something we should congratulate ourselves.
That you just burped in the mic.
Yeah, I never burped in the mic on my own show. You just
throwing confetti?
Yes, 158.
I don't know if I should be proud or disgusted.
No, I'm just saying. I feel like we should mark it.
I just burped for the first time on the mic. Throw the confetti. You know what? Give them a meteor. Give them a meteor. That is the burp right there. Watch it go by.
In the middle of confetti.
Go by?
There it goes.
I wonder what he'll do when he farts.
There you go.
The meteor's going to come from the other direction.
Why are they celebrating?
The meteor's going to go back.
Why are they celebrating?
Yes, we're celebrating because Mark burped in the mic, guys, just so you know.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, so I don't know, man.
I'm at a different phase, man. I guess
this is the new climate, though. Now you need to follow whoever it is that you follow and whatever art they do. It doesn't even have to be
niches,
rap.
bro. It's all niches.
You got Twitter, IG, Facebook.
What do you say?
They can have an argument in Facebook, finish it in Twitter, and then start it back up again in Instagram. Like you're like, I don't even know where's this argument at.
You gotta follow. You gotta
piece it together.
It's all the breadcrumbs, man. But that's
it makes sense.
I guess that's part of that
rapper
too,
is going to be referencing all these different things.
Brings back nostalgia, brings back, that vibe back in the day, that the beefs, the diss tracks. It's been a minute, since we had something like that, and these guys are going at it.
Yeah, man. So, it's good to know that hip hop hasn't changed much. There's still people going at it. Always and forever.
I guess it's cool for that, right? The nostalgia. Forever. But it's not something that you be like checking for, like as far as like tracks you want to. I guess, I don't know. People be bumping to different things. Who am I to say that? I just bump to different stuff, man. Like I don't know.
I listen to a lot.
Actually, to be honest, I don't really be listening to music.
I don't either. You know why I listen to the most music? With my wife. When I'm like on the road and just on the way to church or going to the mall.
What
it's
you
like when
to?
A lot of times, honestly, man, lately, wifey and I have been listening to a lot of worship music, but it's from
what station?
Not even a station. It's just on iTunes. Like,
you just pick worship?
Yeah, bro.
So like Spanish worship?
Yeah. Well, it's this specific. No, it's a specific group. Is Jonathan and Sarah. That's not like that.
Yo, I had my grandmother. I had my grandmother in there with.
He really went with a.
I had the dudes with the shakers, the dudes in the drums, bro. Man, they would go in, bro. They would go. It was like a band. It was like a professional band, bro.
Did they have the cut?
Bro, they had everything.
But towards the end,
it was
the Holy
amazing.
Spirit can fall harder.
No. They didn't have performance like that.
Okay, my church had a cut towards the end, like growing up, and it would be like, whatever the normal, whatever corito, they would, they go there. But once it starts to get to the end, Señor,
when you hear that bell, when you hear that,
¡Ascender fuego! ¡Ascender fuego! ¡Ascender fuego!
And it
would go nuts, bro. Everybody. All you saw was
like, what kind of church is this, bro? This church. This water being spilled everywhere. Just like, what are we in the club? The lights go out. This thing's flashing. Like, what's going on?
Did I see Moet?
What just happened?
Did that lady just pop a bottle of Moet?
Just spraying everyone. Like,
fuego! That's what you do when there's fuego.
That's Holy Spirit fire. Yo, I'm not gonna front, man.
They did that, bro.
I would go there just for the
crazy. It was
like foam. Yo, they start shooting foams.
Oh my goodness, foam! It became a rave.
Oh shoot!
It was a rave. Yo, and the musicians were crazy, bro.
Yeah, they were.
The church
fire.
I went to, the musicians were insane.
Mm-hmm. On point, bro.
Insane. Actually, some of those musicians that I grew up with in the church are now touring. Like with artists and stuff. Like some of them, not all of them.
Oh yeah,
There's like 2 or 3 of them that I know.
Because they're fire.
That are now touring. I'm
all
like,
they do is play music 24/7.
You touring, bro?
Yeah. Like, bro, I just go where the Lord leads me.
I never stop playing, and people know.
I never stop playing.
You know
like they got that dude playing in the plane, in the bus. They got this dude playing everywhere he goes. Bro, I never stop playing. You guys just drum set.
Just keep playing. Just keep playing.
¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? What's that face? Mira.
Latino and black churches kept me from drugs and streets. Shout out to them. Was playing bass, guitar, drums since a kid. Yo, drums for me. I never played all them other instruments, but I definitely played drums in church growing up for sure.
You played drums in the church?
You know this. What do you mean?
I know you played drums, but I didn't think you were like.
He played at ICC.
Oh, you did play at
Yes,
ICC.
that's what I said. You know this.
That's
this
right.
Is something you witnessed.
That's right. And you sang.
Yeah. Well, I didn't sing while playing drums. I couldn't do that.
You were like, I could feel it.
That was the
falling.
pastor. The pastor did that. With the reggaeton beat. Remember
you were like,
I'm like, isn't that Daddy Yankee?
It was just,
and it was the pastor playing the drums. I was like, wait a minute. I know that's Gasolina.
It was the guy who did that Phil Johnson, like singing at first before he played.
I did a build up.
He said the vibe first, and then he went straight to the toms.
This is completely original. I've been going me on the air.
And you check the Spanish people don't know. They're like,
completely original.
Like,
you know it's complete trash when the singer is yelling out loud. This is completely original.
You took advantage of that Spanish-speaking audience. They didn't know. They were like, "Oh my god,
mira qué linda esta canción tan linda."
Oh my god. Say, I remember. Like the whole thing.
All I do is just do an accent, and I remember. They're like, "Yo, I don't know this song, but it sounds powerful."
I think I've heard this. Where have I heard this before?
I was here before.
It'd be the first time. The last time.
Since we ever met.
Ooh. In Spanish too. How you doing?
Calling in the air at night. Espíritu Santo. Espíritu Santo.
Hold on. How you say hold on?
Espérate.
Yo, you're foul, bro. You're foul, man.
Yo, you know a lot of these trying to be taking songs that are secular and trying to apply them like they're Christian.
Yes, they do, bro.
Yo, you hear it? He feels the power. It's the power of Jesus. It's the power of Jesus. I don't care what you say. I felt it.
I'm not gonna front. That music, I miss that vibe, man. I do.
I miss the vibes too, man. The music, like there's something about, and that's what I mean. This is what I'm saying. The group that my wife and I listen to is called Jonathan and Sarah. Mm-hmm. Check it out, yo, on their YouTube.
Look at James. Yo, James is having fun, bro.
Yo, James is dying, bro.
James is having fun, bro.
Yo, they write their own.
That's what it's all about, bro.
They write their own hymns.
Thank you, baby.
Yo, and they're so fire. They're so fire.
Who writes their own hymns?
That group. I'm telling you, and they have a church that they belong to,
and they write their own hymns. They
write their own hymns.
You don't think that's dangerous sometimes?
All the songs they sing are original. What do you mean?
Like sometimes, we got the potential to go.
If you think about it, majority of the hymns that we have were translated.
What happens
from
if
English.
you sneak in a personal one?
A lot of the hymns that we sing in church, like the Spanish ones, were translated. They were originally English.
They're all singing it, and then all of a sudden there's a name drop in there. Jennifer. Wait. Whoops.
But they won't
this wasn't the one. This wasn't the one that's supposed to go in the.
Jennifer. First of all, there wasn't even Jennifer in the Bible.
Everybody's confused, but they sing it. They're like, it has to be right. It's in there. Jennifer.
We're washed as white as Jennifer.
Oh, no.
Jennifer.
Jennifer? First of all, there's so many things wrong with that, bro. There's so many things wrong.
What book are we reading from? This doesn't sound like
Where do you want to go? You want to go biblical wrong? You want to go... Where do you want to go? Cultural wrong? Which one you want? Oh, my goodness,
Wait, first of all, there was plenty of people in the Bible that were washed by the blood of Christ. So I was just using Jennifer as an example. Okay. But yeah, so this group didn't want to sing, and they sang their own hymns. I thought it was fire.
I got nothing, man.
I thought it was fire, man.
How did we start?
Create your own hymns, y'all. Go get your own bag.
Creative tip.
Creative tip. Sing your own hymns.
Tip. I don't think that's a good tip, bro. That's not a good tip, man. We shouldn't give that tip. Sing the hymnals that are at the church.
Don't whitewash.
You can trust. No, don't do it. Don't do none of that.
They sang Spanish hymns.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Nah, for real, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
I do miss some of that.
But that's what I listen to with the wifey, bro. That. We found that group and we're like stuck, man. That's what we like to listen to. I challenge y'all to listen. It's fire.
So that's what you listen to, worship.
A lot of times, yeah, man.
Spanish.
I mean, think about
Spanish
it.
Worship.
A lot of times, the stuff that's out right now, like as far as like secular music, like the radio is like the most readily available thing. It's all garbage.
What station we listen to, Bim?
The one that Pastor Cooley made fun of.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
which one?
K-Love.
K-Love, yeah.
K-Love be surprising me sometimes. They be throwing some gems, and I found actually a singer, Goki. I think his first name. I think is Michael. No, but he's nasty. He's nasty. I listened to him one time and I was like, who is this dude? I've listened to him like 3 different songs and all 3 of them are fire. And I know it's his voice. It's very distinct. And I looked him up and it's something Goki. But yo, he's nasty. He's nasty. And his songs ain't like...
Don't tell me that's the guy what's that song that what's he say? What's he say, babe?
Not all my people sing.
Not all my people sing.
Nah.
Oh, man.
Nah.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Danny Goki.
That's your favorite song, babe.
Listen,
I got you right here, bro.
Listen, I'm not trying to hate, but...
I do see what Cooley means, though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, come on.
But it's what's available, I guess.
What's that song?
I
gotta pause that. I don't want to hear that voice.
I'm gonna play it real quick so you can hear a little something. We're gonna do a live critique right quick.
All right, go ahead. But all my people saying, "Oh man!" I wonder if it's all him doing that. Okay. This is that dude Goki. Isn't that a animation character? Okay, yeah. I like it.
And Danny Goki's the dude, bro.
That's a very unique.
And he has a Spanish album.
Does he? Is he Spanish?
I don't know if he's Spanish. His last name doesn't sound Spanish to me, but I looked him up, and he did a Spanish album. Really? He did this song right here in Spanish.
Yo, these dudes are just come up on the low, right? Like
for real. I've never heard of this dude.
Dude just has a whole career on the low.
Actually, yeah, because he played on K-Love all the time. That's how I got put onto him. I'm like, yo, this dude got an ill voice. And he acts like that, synth.
Yeah, I hear it. Yeah.
To his voice.
Yep.
And I'm like, yo, this is actually kind of fire. Yeah.
No, he's fire.
But he's fire.
I like that. What's his name?
Danny Goki.
Okay. Danny Goki.
He got some hits, bro. He got some bangers.
I like that.
But what you been listening to? Well, you say you don't really listen to music, so that means you only listen to yourself. And that's prideful.
Yo, sometimes I do get stuck on my own songs. Sometimes I do. Only because, like, for me, it's like I'm trying to figure it out. So I'm like wrestling with direction on critiquing because I engineer my own stuff. So I listen. I'm one of those that listen back because I'm trying to. Is that voice? I need to EQ the bottom end. I need to make it a little lighter. I need to.
That's why when the song actually comes out, you're sick of it.
Remember,
for artists,
his brain works differently.
Yeah, so I don't.
That's true.
Like I listen to it because I'm critiquing my mixing. Like I'm just critiquing what can sound better. So
you listen to other people to get inspiration too, right?
Yeah,
like
I listen to regular.
What's the standard?
I listen to what the trending, what is popping right now. What is the number one thing that everybody's running to?
You listen to them for
right
that
now.
Same reason, for mixing purposes, for
and all that.
Artistic.
I listen to because you know why? You're reverse engineering the industry standard. That's what you're doing. So for me, when I listen to and I study, like even secular, when I study art, it's like the kid that takes apart the laptop just to see what's inside, and he's messing with the parts inside.
Together
Yeah, I've been there.
Are you
bro.
that kid?
I've been there. And they walk by, they're like, now put it back together. And you're like, oh, shoot, I forgot. You got to put it back. What screw was it? And you learn. You learn real fast. You learn real fast. Okay, so remember to mark your stuff.
How do you listen to secular stuff, right? And then when you translate it to your own, not copy, like how do you find that line?
I can separate this
because I can tell that a lot of people in the industry right now are doing just that because they're sounding like
you know what's funny? You know what's funny about that?
Already exists, and I'm like, Dad, I know I can already hear what you're trying to do.
You know what's funny about that? The casual listener or even the unexperienced artist, they listen for that. They listen for that sound. Like, what do they? How does this feel? How does this whatever? When I'm listening to it, and maybe a lot of people who also think like that, when I listen to it, I'm listening to what is the contrast between the vocal and the beat. Where does the kick sit? Where does the snare sit? Because everything changes. So at one point in music, the instrumentation was using real samples from real records. That was the sound. And then they would add like a recording on purpose. They would add a recording tape deck sound on purpose into the track on purpose to create an analog sound.
That's crazy.
So they were trying to harness that sound. So I'm always listening to what is the engineering doing? Because the people that really run the show are the
engineers,
and the producers. The engineers, they give a signature sound using plugins and all this stuff, and then the producers give the sound of the beat. But the beat is like say 808s when Kanye West came out with his album. It was 808 heavy, and everybody started copying the 808s. Everyone wanted to put 808s because of what Kanye did. But Kanye is really thinking like, yo, 808's heavy, have that booming, and then have my voice like contrast that boom and sit in this pocket just right. Like Kanye West is thinking.
So he's creating the art where other people are tracing.
They're just copying what they hear.
Over it.
Oh, they just use this plugin. They're just copying, but they're doing it on purpose. The professionals are doing things for reasons. They're the creators of trends.
I have a question. Sammy, do you do that with your art? Like, do you see someone's art and then take it but always make it your own, or do you try to make it exactly like them?
I've done both.
And which one do you prefer?
Creating my own.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you find it harder? Because now you have to create it yourself.
Yeah.
But you still enjoy it more.
That's what's good about it. It's challenging.
Let's say this, like for film, cinematography, you have the thirds that go down, the thirds that go across.
Yep.
There's a grid for film.
Yeah.
And the subject is supposed to be in one of those thirds on the lines. The subject is supposed to be on either one. Like that's the standard, the film standard.
Yep.
So you as a casual viewer who doesn't look at the thirds and all that, you're just watching a story. But there's an actual art being created with how they're establishing the story visually. In other words, the 180 rule. When you watch film, they don't break the 180 wall. The film is always being filmed from one side and it doesn't cross this path. It's always from this side.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Regardless of how you do it, it follows. So if it's a dialogue between these two, there's the 180 right there. And we follow and we trace around on the outside. Like there's a standard for that. And casual viewers don't look at none of that. And it's to some people, it's a curse because you're listening and observing things in a different way, not like everyone else. Like Samy can't stand it now because she's finding boom mics and she's like, the reflection of the guy. I seen the camera. The boom mic in that thing. This is like she could tell in just like 30 seconds of the film whether it's going to be good or bad, just by the feel of how the cinematography moves, how they change scenes. You could just tell.
You did that to me too.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah,
it's different. You look at things different.
Now I look at movies and I'm like, this movie's gonna be fire. And my wife is like, how? And I'm like, did you see how their camera moved? She's like,
did you see how they went through?
Like, so you don't how you know if the script is gonna be good? The camera moved to the left and then went to the right. Trust me, it's gonna be a good movie. Left and right is always the recipe.
You can never go wrong with left and right.
When it goes left and right and then down and up, that's an easy way to get you to like every movie. Just as soon as Gil's like nodding out, just be like, I was like,
did you see that?
The Contra method. They went up, down, left, right, left, right.
Yeah, you'd be losing everyone if you did that with the camera.
But somehow you're getting free stuff.
Like, oh my goodness.
I'm getting all these benefits.
We're winning.
Like, how is he doing that? He's using the Contra method.
But yeah, so I've been listening to a lot of podcasts. I've been listening to sermons, a lot of sermons lately, man. I've been filling my head up with as much of the word as possible.
Are you doing the same thing to the sermons? Like, dag, this sermon sounds trash.
I try to stay, you know what? I try to stay.
M150 mic. Jeez. This trash sermon. I can see the microphone.
Okay.
You should have got a lavalier.
Sometimes, because I kind of like lucky.
He dissects everything.
I know this ain't good, but I lucky pick my sermons. Like I lucky pick them. Yeah. So I go to Sermon Audio and I'll read like a chapter. Like let's say right now, Deuteronomy 32. Finally. 32, bro. I'm a few more chapters away. Finally out of Deuteronomy, man. Of 32. And what I do is I just go to Sermon Audio and I search by Bible verse, chapter and verse. And then I find my verse, Deuteronomy 32, all verses. And I just rate from the top down. All right. I know, like some people will be like, you need to be careful
that's a bad way
because certain Sermon Audio don't always have sound preachers all the time. So you got to be careful. I get it. But so
that's actually
going off of what you said, there have been some sermons I came across where I am critiquing the theology, and I am like, nah, that's off. I'm not gonna.
Mario's going to his children's PTA meeting like, honey, she doesn't even use Crayola. This is ridiculous. So what kind of quality are they producing in this school?
Yeah, so I've been listening. I've been consuming sermons and trying to get my head filled with the right stuff, man.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get to that sermon you sent me.
It's fire, bro. Really dope.
That's the latest one for Deuteronomy,
the one takeaway I think it'll bless y'all, and then we gotta jump into our next featured track, and then we out of here. I can't believe time flew like that, bro.
Crazy, right?
I kind of like this.
Yeah, man.
I like this.
This is what we do.
I'm kind of sad right now. I'm like, yo, are you serious, man? What the heck just happened?
4 more minutes. 4 more minutes.
Come on, man. Didn't we start late? Can we go a little over?
We can.
The ill takeaway from...
We're the owners of our own fate.
Oh, whoa.
We can do whatever we want.
There's the heretic. There he is. Call the cops.
We can speak it into existence.
There's a heretic over here.
We're going to stay on for a few more minutes. Minutes. There it goes, into the ether.
The illest takeaway from that sermon was how sin affects you and how it freezes you, and instead of being in a state of being courageous and brave and confident in the Lord, it actually freezes you in a state of shame and guilt, and you're not able to uphold your responsibilities in that confidence in the Lord because you're holding on to that. How sin affects you, like what it does to you. It actually pauses you. It stops you. It stumps you, slows you down from spiritual growth. And that spiritual growth entails the blessings that God has for you, that equips you, man, for every good work.
Amen.
Whether it be husband, father, son, foreman, you know what I mean? Or mother, wife, sister, aunt, whatever it is, whatever you are, like, you know, you're most effective when you're warring against sin and you trusting in God. That's when you're the strongest, when you're honoring him. And maybe it could be that, you know, that impact that you should have is being blocked because of a sin that we might be holding on to, or something that we're trying to excuse or pardon, and we claim it as who we are. That's who I am. And we hold on to sin because that's who I am. It is what it is. When we are supposed to war with it, kill it, get above it, and move forward to be sanctified for every good work that the Lord has for us in this world.
Amen.
So I think that's a good, you know, I mean, I know we were having fun and everything, but I think that's a good way
to be a Debbie Downer with the scriptures.
Hey,
baby, you make me proud.
But yeah, man, that's.
Oh, I guess I have my own button.
Should I do it?
Oh, you made me so proud, honey bunnies. Gumdrop, my little.
We should be shameful.
My little marshmallow.
We should be ashamed of that, man. Yo, bless the people, man. Listen.
What is that word that his grandmother calls him? Mosroco.
Morocho.
Morocho.
Yo, one thing, there was a pastor, Pastor Jeffries,
Morocho.
Dave Jeffries. Shout out to Pastor Dave Jeffries. Before he left my church, that's one thing, like, he said to me that stuck with me, and I'll never forget it. And you know, he was leaving. I'm saying goodbye, like we're saying goodbye, like we're you know, we're showing him love, saying goodbye. And he just had to bless people, you know what I'm saying? So he just looked at me dead in my eyes, and he was
like a pastor should.
And he was like, Hey, remember this. Always remember this. Honor the Lord, and he will honor you. Honor the Lord. And that stuck with me. Honor the Lord. He'll honor you. You know what I mean? It's not that prosperity stuff, you know, it's not that. It's an actual promise.
Seek first the kingdom of heaven, and these things will be added to you. It's along all over scripture.
Facts. All right, we're going to jump into our featured track. This is Drew Beck's Personal. Till next week, let us know, man. Hit up the line 774-243-0385. Music at MarrioEsco.com. 2 R's in my name. And check out D2Lproductions.com and let us know, you know, hit us up, say what's up, prayer requests, whatever. Maybe topics, things you want to talk about, discuss, whatever. Hit us up, man. We're really just having a good time getting together, man. It's a blessing for me to be able to every week come together with my wife and my closest friend, my best friend, Gil. Yeah. Brother, you were there. Both of you actually were there. literally, I met you both around the same time. Have been there with me my entire crazy, right? Up until now, dude. Both of you.
22 years.
So for me, I mean,
it's been 22 years.
22 years with y'all. And you guys, man, God's grace has been on both of y'all to be able to deal with a dude like me, man. Like
22 for you, 21 for him.
Yo, facts, man. 21. Yup, because you knew him the year before.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. So
I've known you for 22 years and you've known him for 21.
Yes,
that's
bro.
a fact.
You guys were
Buddy Quan Clan.
That's a fact, bro. I was with Bora. I was with Bora the man doing my thing over there. Just like
Bora.
I was like, man, I'm over here doing my thing. I was with that crowd.
And Damaris. Can't forget Damaris, man. Damaris
and Double S. Nah, let me stop.
Damaris was the third of the Boricuan clan.
Yep.
That was dope. That was a good time.
Yeah, so it's dope to be able to, every week come together with my closest friend and my wife, and be able to share this experience with y'all.
This experiment.
Experiment
We're
too, man.
Experimenting with this friendship. At some point, we're gonna cut this thing loose. Once we figure out what the hypothesis is,
we ain't figuring nothing out. Leave it what it is. Leave it what it is. We ain't figuring nothing out, man. It is what it is.
We have a theory.
All right. So this is Drew Bex. We love y'all, man. Till next week.
Love ya.
Grace and peace. Latest.
Heavy rain, vivid lightning, and the chance for strong gusty winds and even damaging winds are on the table.
One of the biggest issues that we're seeing out of this storm are power outages.
On and on, but I say it's nothing personal. It goes on and on, but I say it's nothing personal. I've been in my cinnamon bag, ain't doing good, I've been banned. Should've been over the sin, but I roll over again and again and again. I do it again and again. I do it again and again and again and again and again and again. Count 'em up, hold up, let's line 'em up. Wow. Count 'em up, count 'em up, count 'em up. All of my sin I've been stacking up. Travel rewards been racking up. Headed to hell in a package. A special order for the captain of all of the lies I've been lapping up. Telling me I am the captain of captain. Say that I'm holy, but actually I'm acting, I've had enough. Tired of grieving your heart, and yes, it gets hard to not sin. Beat us like a full-time job, and I've been slacking, never show up on time. Always too late, always made the same mistakes. Sinking like a ball and chain, know that I need a change, so I'm calling on your name, yeah. On and on, but I say it's nothing personal. It goes on and on, but I say it's nothing personal. But it's so personal. When I do bad, you're the first to know. I mean, literally, you're the first to know. Before I do the dirt, I hurt you low. Take my heart and search it low. Whatever ain't pure, just murk it low. Cindy got me under her hypnosis. I can see the coffin like tuberculosis. Yes, I see my life in flashes. Wanna receive a crown for ashes. Don't wanna be with a teeth and ashes. Yes, I got a lot of faith, but you need the action. Don't wanna be a jerk like a knee reaction. You loved me first and I seen the passion. You hung your son on a tree and lashed him. How can I let the enemy be a distraction? Oh, I get so tired of grieving your heart. It gets so hard to not sin. Took a full-time job, I never show up on time. Always too late, always made the same mistakes. Sinking like a ball and chain, know that I need a change, so I'm calling on your name, yeah. On and on, but I say it's nothing personal. It goes on and on, but I say it's nothing personal.
All right, that was Drew Bex, personal, and I'm gonna play this Hyper Fenton,
Our mechanic,
Faithful again because I think it wasn't playing in the beginning, so we're gonna respect that. All right, y'all, grace and peace. We out of here.
The Mechanics Union.
Go, grace and peace.
All of my life, all that I want is all that you want from me. In all of my life, I'll have all I want, and you can have all of me. But I haven't been faithful, gotta lay it on the table. Even though you bled for me, I've been acting like you're dead to me. I haven't been faithful, don't know how you're able to look at me at all right now. faithful. Thought I'd lay it on the table. Even though you bled for me, I've been acting like you're dead to me. I haven't been faithful. Don't know how you're able to look at me at all right now, when all I've done is let you down. Even though I walk through the valley in the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, you said. In the middle of the night when I'm all alone, and I don't know where to go, you said, follow my life. All that I want is all that you want for me. In all of my life, I'll have all I want, and you can have all of me.
If you're listening on the podcast, be sure to check out my Facebook music page, Marrio Esco 1. Again, 2 R's in my name, the number 1 at the end, Marrio Esco 1. Be sure to like and follow that page because I like to give updates on who I'll be interviewing and leave a description on what we'll be talking about. And I also like the real-time one-on-one back and forth interaction. If you don't have the time to join us on Facebook Live, be sure to check out my podcast. It's called Marrio Esco Live, 2 R's in my name. Again, you'll see the white silhouette of myself with the cross underneath. Be sure to subscribe to that and follow the link as well to whatever podcast you're using or however you're receiving the podcast, and leave us a review. We love to hear feedback. You can also hit me up at music@marrioesco.com and just hit me up with some feedback and ways that we can improve the show or the things that you like and enjoy. Any type of feedback will be highly appreciated. Grace and peace.